Hello, and welcome back with the Count of Shadows. Alright, in this episode we're going to go meet with the gang leaders. And basically speaking, this is going to be a very talk-heavy episode, so I brought some charisma gear to make some charisma checks. We have 5 with all this gear, and then we're about to take these, which will give us another 5.
Well, hello there, young.
So we're going to be meeting with the overlords today, then going to Gage. Technically speaking, we should be going to Gage, then going to meet the gang leaders, and then coming back, but we're doing it a bit out of order. Yeah, these gangs are something. Let's start with the worst one, shall we? Go ahead and get them out of the way, and you'll start to understand why I don't like these raiders. And you'll find them out. This first one are the disciples. They're all about murder and death. Pointless murder and death.
That last one died too fast.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. This is not intimidating. This is trying too hard. I'm a lord of hell, and I don't have blood everywhere. I live in opulence, thank you. I got gold-plated toilets, for Pete's sake. This is just disgusting. Bunch of wild animals. It is fun to screw with them, though. We're gonna do that.
You know we should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in. We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up. He knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient. What about you, big guy? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as he doesn't get much care.
Yeah, figured as much. Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
Don't look like much to me. I want to talk. Talk leadership.
So,
Alright.
you're Gage's little pet project.
And what are you, his grandmother?
What are you? His grandma?
If I was, I would have slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. He's a failure. He's lucky we're giving him a second chance. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
You guys must be fun at parties.
I bet you guys are great at parties.
Side with us, you'll soon find out. Just don't slack off when it comes to actually doing your job. We got Coulter Nuketown, and suddenly he forgot the big picture. We both know how that turned out. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
Actually is kind of impressive. I've seen worse torture
I thought it was
machines.
pretty impressive.
Good to see the new boss at least has some taste. I might let you keep that head on your shoulders after all. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here, and never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
Depends. What do you want?
It depends on what you're looking for.
Someone who's not afraid to get blood on their hands and make some real changes around here. You see, the disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on it. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair. Those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I don't make promises. And you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. We'll see how this plays out. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, There's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
They don't believe in any rules. They threaten to kill me outright. Needless to say, look, there's... The way this is going to play out, there's 3 gangs. Only 2 of them are making it to the end in any playthrough. And I already know which one I'm going to deliberately screw over.
I'm not causing herbologist crazies. Just ignore them. Tell those freaks to stick to their camp.
Yes, I know. Legendary alien rifle. I get it. Speaking of, I had to go back to go back to our main base in between episodes.
You put a pretty good beat down on Val.
Yeah, I know. Yes, Val. Very interesting. I had to go back to our place, check on our slaves, and get a new toy. I didn't just pick up charisma gear. I replaced our knife with a sword. It's just the knife hasn't been working out as well as I would expect. Like I said, I got it because it has max upgrades, and we can invest in melee without necessarily having to do blacksmithing. But I think we're just going to take a single point in blacksmithing and just deal with it, if I'm being honest. But this is still doing better, and it's not even upgraded. I know it's like partially play to win, but it's like the DLC. It's not even it's not the DLC. It's the paid mod. I'm sorry. It doesn't have the dignity of being paid DLC. But in this particular case, you know, this is what's working for us. All right. Before we go, missiles. That'll be useful for when I decide to screw you.
Hey there.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
A thrill, I guess.
Taking down an opponent like that? It's thrilling.
I would say annoyed, but that's not an option.
Perhaps you're better suited to this than I expected. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one.
That's not a high bar.
This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
Making money?
Making money?
Exactly. Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal, though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountain top.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
Money is my goal.
My goal is to use this place to make all the money I can.
Well, it's about damn time.
I look forward to seeing your claims put into action. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. And we'll all be anxiously awaiting getting this place back to doing what it does best.
Should be a couple odd jobs available if you want to.
You know, I like the Operators the best. They're all about turning the weapons into sniper rifles, being ultra efficient, and they have some class. I mean, look at this place. It's not. I mean, it's not good, but it's about as good as you get in post-apocalyptic. It's not bad. It's not the worst. I mean, look at this. They're trying to read what they can while they're eating. They have napkins. Napkins. I mean, that's not a high standard of, you know, like cleanliness, but I mean, it's a high standard for post-apocalyptic raiders. And look, you know, Unironically,
my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it. Waste of time now. No one's stopping your performance.
and they're even polite.
Make sure
I'm
you
taking
leave
this.
something useful behind.
Like, that vase was probably genuinely there just to look nice. Like, they clearly cleaned the place up. It probably wasn't even there to begin with. Yeah, so I like the operators the best. And now we have our last gang, the pack. The pack's okay. They're basically humans reduced to their most primitive. This is about as, you know, primitive as you can get without actually starting to drag your knuckles on the ground.
Welcome to the nest, boss. We was wondering when you'd make it down here.
So, they're definitely be the ones we're definitely going to favor the operators the most. Alright. Yeah, they're the they keep pets. And the thing is what they call pets. You know, some of them are that, and
Yeah.
some of them are this, and you know. So they're really broad on their term pets. They do love their pets though. That's nice. It's always nice.
You can take something, it's yours.
No, it's mine, and I'll shoot you for trying to take it. Return to monkey.
No one thought about focus. We ain't allowed to kill any of them. No.
You need help?
No, I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars in the kennels.
Alright, so there is a unique weapon, a fully automatic rifle that can get the Furious effect. And Furious is what I have on this sword. It's normally restricted purely to melee weapons. But this is like very unique, so I'm gonna pull out all the stops to get it. Do what I...
As long as you care about yourself, you'll do what I tell you.
Ha! You might make it out of here alive after all. Name's Mason, the Pax Alpha. This here's our side of town. You might be overboss for now, but I'm the boss of the pack, and it's gonna stay that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
Let's work together, Mason. Yeah, I'm not interested in ruining your gig.
If that ain't a lie, then things might end up all right between us. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
I tried to dress like the boss, but...
You don't want to be overboss?
If I thought the other gangs would go along, yeah, I'd run this place in a heartbeat. Might have to, if you turn out to be a turd. At least it ain't Mags Black, but that freak Nisha. Besides, you can't possibly be worse than Coulter.
Coulter was weak. Why'd you follow him at all?
Been wondering
Aw.
that ourselves.
He almost
Don't
sounds
get
like me.
wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
I'm listening.
Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. But it ain't the palace of cats we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy. Not even the disciples. And they're normally a just a bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast. But Gage put the brakes on that. Got us together and promised he'd find someone to deal with Coulter.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about.
So what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. Story is that Gage talked Coulter into becoming overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors and promised he'd get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. Might have been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
I'll be a good leader.
Trust me. I'll be a good leader.
No offense, but you just got here. We'll see what you can do. Look, let's cut to the chase. You gonna do right by the pack?
And this is what's important right here.
Be a good dog and do what you're told, or you'll be put down.
Oh yeah, boss. Not in front of my guys, all right? You got enough to worry about without a dominant struggle inside the pack to deal with. You know what? I think we're not so different, me and you. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our mutual understanding and respect.
The problem solver. Furious.
One
Okay.
last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
Alright. Now we just need to go speak with Gage. I'll put on all of my actual combat gear.
Spots. The song is I don't want to set the world. Looking for facts and or proof. Come talk to me.
Take some of Dick Doll too. Got too many of that stuff.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day every day.
Alright. So we're almost done. We just need to go speak with Gage, and then we will be good to get properly started on all this. We are going to bring him along as a companion. We're going to max out and get his perk. We're going to gather 8 places in the Commonwealth for the pack and get the Wasteland Warlord thing up to 3. Then I'm going to get 2 perks. So basically speaking, you can get 4 perks. 1 from Gage, 1 with 3 ranks from Conquering the Wasteland, and 1 from each gang, but only from 2 of them because 1 gang will ultimately be out of the picture. You'll see as we go on. And once I get all those perks, and I just got the unique legendary weapon, I'll be able to pick up some another legendary weapon from the pack after I get 8 places and get the lights back on. And after all that, we are good.
Mason's been
We'll be
waiting
able
for you.
to stab them in the back without any serious repercussions. And once we've claimed all of Nuka World, basically we'll take the Red Rocket truck stop up here as our base. And I like to use it for a very specific reason.
Damn Nuka-Cola.
So, if you're not aware, there's a
Nisha, really
DLC, you know, I'm using my hand quotes, but you can't see it. But it's a Creation Club content that makes your base get raided, right? And it comes in waves, and it regularly produces legendary enemies, and it gets you a lot of XP and stuff. I found that if you do the animal one, and you use a melee-based character, you'll get enough meats and stuff you can cook in between rounds to keep your health up. And obviously you're not using ammo, and none of the weapons break in this game. So I find it to be a very effective method of leveling up, especially when you get to higher levels. And you need to be a pretty decent level to get started. But like the first wave is Rad Roach, so. But I find it a very good method of farming for legendaries and XP. And I may or may not do that off screen. It just depends. Because once again, I don't want to, like, I want to have some decent stuff for you guys. I want to be able to do settlements and everything. And I want to be able to do melee and a bit of ranged, but, you know, I'm going to need a lot of levels for that, so we're going to see. Alright.
The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
Alright, let's get to work.
If I'm really running the show now, let's get to work.
Now that right there is just the kind of attitude I was hoping for. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in, take the reins.
Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time.
My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
So, you're putting me in the bullseye, eh?
Oh, sure. I understand. So, are you just gonna paint the bullseye directly on my back, or what?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of the reason you won't see me stepping up and running things.
At least
But
he's honest.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be that bad. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we pushed in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless. They started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
Is it just me, or does Gage have a really, really long neck? I can fix this.
I can fix this. I can make this work.
Yeah? Man, I sure hope so.
He has a long neck.
Seems like you're the jump in head first kind of overboss, huh? Here you've already chatted up all the gang leaders. Yeah? You're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths. Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
They'll do as they're told.
They'll do what they're told. That's all that matters.
Oh boy, okay. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge. Divided up into sections. Parts, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back. One at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
Plant a flag?
Flag? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, you leave it up to anyone else, the gangs will all just fight over who deserves the space. A lot of these idiots can't read, so it needs to be as plain as day for them to get on board. They know what to watch for. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
Great
That
idea.
Sounds like a great idea, Gage. You've got a deal.
You're the overboss.
Alright, let's send her to Sanctuary Hills for right now. Alright, and we're good to go for right now. We just got a buttload of XP, so that's nice. Did we actually level up? No, we did not level up. Getting close, though. Alright, this has been the Count of Shadows. Remember, the shadows are your friends. We're going to be starting off on Nuka World fresh tomorrow.